Welcome everybody to Spinner Rack. Today we got an issue that we have to bring up.
We don't have an issue.
It's a crime that has occurred, and you know what?
Past.
And the person has
and
not.
And it's over. She's reformed.
And the person has not.
And that's it.
Been
Spinner Rack out. It's over.
The person has not gone to jail. And you know who I'm talking about? I'm talking
Jay-Z. Jay-Z, that notorious drug dealer in Brooklyn.
Who never paid for his crimes.
Never paid for his crimes.
Ever.
We talked about it. We can use his songs
99
to put
Problems.
him in jail.
Okay, 99 Problems. What is it? In the year 94, and the trunk is raw.
And he had the strong armor hole.
Is the mother effing
He had
law.
the strong armor hole. What kind
We
of
don't
thing
know
is
if
this?
that's true or just storytelling. Okay.
What about the video?
It's true. It's in his freaking biography. It's true.
What about the video of him swinging
We're talking
at the
about
girl?
someone who created.
We'll see how smart you are when the canines come.
We're talking about a person who committed a crime.
Jay-Z.
Cardi B. She's admitted to
God bless his
drugging,
soul, Biggie. So he
armed
committed
robbery.
crimes.
Okay, let's not stop.
assault.
Let's not talk over him anymore. Go ahead, make your point. Make your point.
And I think that this is a crime that needs to be attended to. Do you not? The Manhattan District Attorney needs to prepare charges. So does the Bronx District Attorney. You know, this has to be done because you know why? Because everybody's thinking about this. All those poor guys who were robbed and hemmed up, you know, and drugged. I tell you, drugged. You know. Everybody's just laughing at it like this is a victimless crime. It's not a victimless crime. These are men who've been used and abused, and because of
Used and abused. They're in the strip club. What are you talking about? Look, I'm old school. Okay, I remember what my grandparents and my parents taught me. If you do not want to be in that situation, don't put yourself in that situation. Don't go to the strip club. That's for nasty people. Now, you didn't just go to the strip club. You took the stripper out of the strip club and went with her to the hotel. Did you go to the Waldorf Astoria? No. You went to the Windjammy Hotel 2 blocks away. You drank what she gave you like a dumbass, and now you woke up. You're lucky all that she took was your money and not your kidney. Okay? You're stupid. That's how you learn. That's the end of it.
So you think it's okay to drug someone and to rob someone? And that's
if
right
you
now.
do not
Cosby
put
is in
yourself
jail because supposedly he
Is who?
drugged people. Cosby, he's in jail because he drugged people.
Hey, that's you want to bring up Cosby? This is going to be a much longer
We're
conversation.
not having a long conversation.
Let's just keep it. Let's just keep it to Cardi B.
Argumentative bartering again.
Okay.
I am just
Because when you go to a married man's house, knowing he's married, when you go to a hotel, okay, this is after hours, and you're supposedly reading a script. Okay, and then you expect me to believe 30 years later that something foul happened? You're asking me to swallow a pain pill.
She admitted it. It's not like it's.
I was talking about Cosby.
Oh, we're not talking about whether or not the guy is saying he said she said. She admitted it occurred in her own voice. It's
If
on
you
Instagram.
don't put yourself in that situation, you don't have to worry
But a
about
crime
it.
was committed, and that's the point we need to say.
This is the thing. The same, first off, is that you have to have. For the price of admission and messing with strippers is that you get what you paid for. And
That's
if
right.
You go into a hotel, and that's the thing. You can't solicit a woman. You can't do that.
It's
You
illegal.
can't. That's the crime. First crime.
first
So you can't commit a
once that
crime,
happens,
get took,
yes.
and then complain about, hey,
Okay.
I got because I was trying to commit a crime over here. You know what you were in that room for,
Yes.
okay, and it wasn't for a dance lesson.
And the problem is you can't. That's when you can't weigh out one for the other because she's a famous person now and saying, you know what? Now she got to pay for every crime.
How are they going to do that though? They're going to these guys got to come forward and say yes.
Somebody has come forward.
I solicited prostitution. Who you?
No, not me.
That's the thing. And you're going at the political angle, saying that I'm speaking for them instead of saying this person saying, you know what? The thing is, it doesn't make any sense because then you have to sidestep justice of him taking her and saying, I'm going to pay for this, that, and the other.
Right. It's illegal to pay for sex in this country, at least.
Wait a second. So many times, I give you a great example. Kraft, the owner of the
Patriots.
The Patriots. One of the top football teams ever, a dynasty.
What is your point? What is your point?
The point I'm saying, he got busted for quote unquote
He's charged, okay?
some type of
He's charged.
act that occurred.
All right, 'cause you already brought that nonsense about being busted with Jesse Smollett, and now you're going over here picking your face up, okay? He's charged. Leave it at that.
First of all, most people in Boston don't give a damn, but let's go back to this. So what I'm saying is
Of course
that
not.
he gets busted, right, theoretically, and he's being charged.
Not theoretically,
but
right?
are the women in that environment being charged also? Because supposedly it was a crime for them to do that.
that's
You know, so if we want to go back and constantly say, let's not the same.
It wasn't an actual question.
Yeah,
One, it's not an actual question. Two, you're trying to conflate things.
It's like a way to get in.
Okay, you know what that situation. You know what that situation is, and it's not about some dude going to a strip club saying, "Hey, I like that dance. Let's continue."
Massage, and I'm saying,
No. We're not talking about somebody going over here, and you could legitimately be going for a massage.
Yes.
That's why you get charged. Okay, that's why you get charged. All right, it's no different. All three of well, no, you know what? Let me not even give that scenario because God knows who's going.
They're not showing anybody else.
No, forget that.
You're gonna throw us all in jail.
Yeah. So, but what I'm trying to say is that if this guy is getting charged,
quote unquote, argument, sharing, trying to use one person for the other person. Now
these guys are charging people because supposedly with craft, this is forced prostitution. Okay, we're talking about underage girls and so on and so forth, or illegals. So that's a whole other kettle of fish. With Cardi B, we're talking about dudes who came over here. It was established that what was this supposed to happen? I'm going to give you some money. You are going to give me some honey.
Rob me.
Okay, and that was it.
And rob me.
You got nothing
right.
because you decided to commit that criminal act. It's like the same thing. It's like me. It's like you wanted to buy illegal weapons off me. Okay, I sell you the illegal weapons, and you find out, hey, these are all faulty. They're no firing pins, all that other type of stuff. You're gonna come after me and say, well, hey, he sold me bad weapons, dude. It's illegal.
Yeah,
you got
that's what happens. That's the price of admission. You can't.
I don't think that's
okay.
The
No, let's go to risky business because that's the best example of the situation.
With Rebecca De Mornay.
Now it's a situation where it was something that he wanted, he enjoyed. But she was in a life.
Who are you talking about?
Just said Rebecca.
Risky business. Tom Cruise. Rebecca. You don't remember Rebecca?
You gotta say it to the audience.
You don't remember Rebecca De Mornay? You don't remember that train scene?
Oh my gosh, I'm talking about.
Okay,
the audience.
we just established now. It's Tom Cruise, Rebecca De Mornay, and she's a hooker, and they get together, and then they make a connection, and she wants to move on with him, and then at the same time, but she's in this life that gets drawn into him, and there's no successful way to get out of that. And the price of admission, that's the same thing if you're selling drugs and then you get arrested and everything that you have is gone. That's the price of admission of doing a crime and being involved in crime is meaning that you can lose everything that you gain. And gaining time with Cardi means that she's in that life, she's involved with people, and she's probably involved with someone that was probably her pimp that's involved with taking money from people in this situation before. But it's like, at this point, you change your colors. You can't go back and just decide, you know what, now she's been saying she's a stripper the entire time.
Yep.
She hasn't been saying she's been committing crimes.
Of course you wouldn't say that. That doesn't make any sense. She's a stripper. So what goes along with it means that she's not, like the same with Eve. Like, she doesn't go into her history of what she was doing as a stripper, even though she said she was a lazy one. That doesn't mean that she doesn't do all the private trips and all that other stuff that people do.
Right. You say you're a stripper, there's usually a world, okay? There is a whole bunch of stuff that is associated with stripping. Nobody's asking you to, pinpoint, pick and choose. That's the stripping world at the end of the day.
I was thinking of honest individuals who are working hard to provide
squeaky clean and saying somehow.
What are you doing squeaky clean in the strip club?
This is Pretty Woman to him. Everything is pretty. You got to be Pretty Woman or not.
Pretty Woman.
Come on, man.
Splash Dancer. That's the world that I know.
You know, Pretty Woman was supposed. The real movie was supposed.
No, this is risky business where you wake up in the morning and you got a wad of cash, but all your furniture and your house has been everything is gone.
All right. So you know what, gentlemen. I clearly can't talk to you guys because you guys are unreasonable. You guys don't see the nose in front of your face. So I think it's time for us to just close it out. With me being right and you two as usual being wrong.
Can anyone actually see the nose in front of their face, Mario? You really can't see it. You can see like the
outline. de Bergerac could see his nose.
Anything to win, right?
Yeah. Anything.
That's why you pump your chair up. Okay.
Well, gentlemen, thank you once again for being part of this.
Well, one thing you have to also say before we end is that this idea of going rifling through all the past and trying to pick out something and say, oh, like it wasn't, like we found this thing that we like, well, she's already a stripper. You notice something's going to, some sort of bad behavior, some smashing some guy with a bottle in the head, and you say, well, she shouldn't have he grabbed me. That doesn't mean I should be bust him in the bottle. Of
Did
the
you see
head.
that video of her using the bottle? That was some
No,
stuff.
I didn't
yeah.
see that one.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Gentlemen, behave yourselves. So look, what I'm saying is that you're right. I agree with you. You shouldn't be going through people's rifling the past and stuff. We see this constantly happening. We saw that happen with Cosby. We saw that happen with James Gunn. People are going to go through people's tweets. They're going to go through people's histories to try to get them on stuff, especially people that they don't like or their cause. But it's a reality. It does happen. Am I correct? And crimes that occurred before sometimes don't have those type of, it needs to be done.
Well, Hollywood is the easy thing to sort of attack because to get in Hollywood, most people almost are destitute and close to either going to, hooking and selling themselves or becoming a big success or finding a office thing.
That's a kind of extreme. I don't think all of them are up to getting ready to
Are you
hook
kidding
and
me? It's
stuff like that.
Hollywood. That is rough and tumble, man.
How many times, and even the music industry is saying people living in their car. What are you doing in that period besides working as a waiter and living in your car and saying all this time was okay? So when you go through this, or then going to the casting couch doing whatever to get to that point where you want to become a star. We don't know what everyone, but rifling through someone's past to find out what they possibly could have done when they were at their lowest is really tough to do. And obviously we don't want to hear like murder. Obviously that's what happens. We find out the guy G-Dep he revealed that he committed a crime and he's in jail now. We're not talking about that, but rifling through a stripper and saying, well, obviously you had to break some eggs to be in the strip club. It's not going to be the best thing. And I think if we go to this, because we're not handling it the same way with ordinary people, because we can't basically go through someone's past and just be like, yeah, we got this, because it's easy to do it with Hollywood, because it's like the public's going to have a reaction, and then all the buzz is going to be there, and everyone's going to make money off of it.
So basically, what you're saying is that it happened in the past. We give it a
not all past.
No.
That's what you're saying.
I
I just want to make sure. I don't want to whitewash what you're going to say.